Hey guys, it's ttaylie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad you're here. Today I have another hair video for you. More hair videos have been highly requested on my channel, so I definitely want to provide that to you. This is my defined braid out on my type 4 hair. Braid out is like my go-to style because I know that it's always going to come out how I want it when I manipulate it in different ways. Whereas twist outs, bantu knot outs, and different things like that, they're kind of iffy for me, hit or miss. And you know, those times you just don't have time for a hit or miss. Like, it has to be a hit every time I come to the braid out. So throughout the video, you're gonna see a lot of different clothes and different makeup and all that stuff. That's because while I was filming this, I was also filming other videos. I was really kind of lazy with this wash day process. You know, when it's the weekend, you don't really have anything to do, so you can like deep condition for like 5 hours. You can, you know, take time, go to sleep, wake up, finish it. That's kind of what I did. So you can really call it like my lazy wash day routine and style, I guess, since I did do the braid out on camera. So I'll put the links to the videos of the makeup looks that you're gonna see in the iCard so you can watch them if you want to get that makeup look. They're both Valentine's Day makeup looks, and I'm not sure if I'll put them up before I put this video up, so we'll see. But if not, the links will definitely be in the description box. I'll go through all the products that I use. This is my first like styling my hair video on this channel. I've been done a lot of wig reviews and other different stuff, but this is my first time styling my hair on camera, and it really came out good. I was nervous because, you know, like when you really need to go somewhere or really need to do something, that's when like nothing goes the way you want it to go. That's my life. But this came out really good. I'm really pleased. So if you guys want to know how I got this braid out, then stay tuned. Alright babes, so let's get this party started. This is probably a week old twist out. You can see it just looks so dry and gross and dull. I mean, when you work out about 5 days a week and then just normal wear and tear from the weather outside, which by the way here it's winter, it really does take a toll on your hair. So it's time to put some life back into this. So I'm going to start with my shampoo. I'm using the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian Anti-Breakage and Repair Antidote Shampoo. This stuff is really bomb. It cleanses the hair without stripping it, and it's full of omega 3, 6, and 9, which are fatty acids that are good for your hair. It also has UV protection amongst a lot of other things. For conditioner, I did the Carol's Daughter Monoi Repairing Conditioner. It has Monoi oil, bamboo water that strengthens, provitamins, B5 fortifiers. So condition my hair, and here I am, my Turby Twisty. I did that off camera because I have a wash video up, which I'll show you. And this is my super shrunken hair. I do have type 4 hair. I have a little bit of 4A, 4B, and 4C. So now you see why I don't wash and go because it always looks like this when it's wet. Super tight coils and kinks. So I'm just going to start by separating the hair. Separating is essential because it just makes detangling and everything easier. For my deep conditioner, I'm using the Millie Organics Babusa Oil Mint Deep Conditioner. This was actually my first time using it on camera, and oh my gosh, this stuff is everything. I'm literally through half the bottle at this point. It tingles because of the mint sensation. It's a protein and moisture replenisher for dry and damaged hair. I don't have damaged hair, but dry is definitely me, and this stuff did the trick. Mind you, it smells so good, but it also leaves my hair super soft. The only thing is I wish it was a little thicker, but that's besides the point. So I'm working in the back first. My hair in the back of my head is not as dense as the hair towards the front of my head, so it's easier for me to work in the back as one section. I'm just taking my Denman brush, and I know it looks kind of rough here because it's sped up, but I am gently working it through my hair. I'm going from the ends to the roots, detangling each and every piece. Sometimes I will finger detangle, but it's actually late at night here, so I kind of just wanted to get through this process, get the deep conditioning started so I can go to bed because I am tired. So once the back is done, I'm going to move on to the front. Again, I take a very generous amount of conditioner. I am not shy with conditioner. I keep at least 4 deep conditioners on hand at a time, just because I know how important it is for me to take a big chunk and make sure every strand is coated. I separate that front section into 2. I'm going to detangle my hair from ends to roots, making sure it is detangled, and I am taking my time. I'm being super gentle with my hair. And when I can run my brush freely through my hair from roots to tip, then I know it is detangled and I can twist it up so there will be no further detangling and move on to the next section. So with type 4 hair, single strand knots or fairy knots are very common. It's really just the hair getting tangled within itself. What I suggest is that you put your brush or your comb down. Use your fingers to really be gentle and help get that knot out. Or you can add more conditioner to really just help the knot melt away. But again, you don't want to be rough. You don't want to make the hair snap. So just use your fingers, take your time, and work the knot out. Okay, so once every section was thoroughly coated with product, detangled with the Denman brush and or my hands, and twisted down into a section, I'm going to seal all that moisture in. I'm using my Tropic Isle Jamaican black castor oil. Castor oil has so many benefits. One of the main ones that I love is how thick it makes your hair. So I have thick hair but fine strands, and to me that just means that I have a lot of strands, but the strands themselves are fine. So I always love to use castor oil just to make my hair thicker. And of course, you're going to put some on your edges. And then we're going back to the plastic bag to wrap it up, really trap the heat in there so that it can actually get into your hair follicles the way you want it to, so it can moisturize and repair them. And then I'm going to use my Turby Twisty because I don't have a hooded dryer. And this way, the Turby Twisty just traps in more heat so that my hair can get all the benefits of this deep conditioner. So I'm going to be in this for a while, and then I'll be back. 2.5 hours later, we are back. I'm using my cotton t-shirt to squeeze out any excess water in my twist. A cotton t-shirt is better than a towel, as you should know by now. And right at this point, I'm going to add a leave-in, and then I'm just going to twist my hair right back down. I like for my hair to air dry to about 80% dry before I style. So for today's leave-in, I'm using my Camille Rose Naturals Curl Love Moisture Milk. It's rice milk and macadamia oil are the major players in this one. It's super moisturizing, smells like a cupcake. It really doesn't get much better. It leaves definition on its own, and it's just the bomb. So then I have the Main Choice split end treatment. I'm adding this to my ends. I really enjoy this. I can't say if it repairs split ends for real because I keep my hair trimmed, so I don't really have to deal split ends. But it does have a lot of amazing ingredients, just like the shampoo, and it feels good on the hair, leaving it really nice and moisturized. And as you know, your ends are the oldest parts of your hair, so they need a little bit more TLC, and I feel like this split end treatment really gives it that. So what you saw me do was add a generous amount of my leave-in, and you know, naturals love to say, oh, a dime size amount, when really that was a silver dollar. So take a nice generous amount, apply it to the section, make sure you work it through. I'm just using my fingers, not a Denman brush, and because it should already be detangled. So I'm going to work it through the section, making sure that it gets on every strand. Then I'm going to take the split end sealer, just like a few pumps, kind of like 10 pumps in real life, but whatever. I'm going to take a few pumps, add it to my ends, work it in, and then I'm going to twist it down. You'll know your hair is moisturized again when your ends can twist and coil. Shrinkage is so real, y'all. Do you see how it tries to play me? Like, y'all saw how my hair was right after I washed it, and now look at it. So once every section is twisted down, I'm going to seal it with my Nubian Heritage Indian Hip and Tamunu Grow and Strengthen Serum. This is one of my favorite oil combinations because it has keratin, bamboo, garlic, Tamuna oil, hemp oil, manoa oil. It's really good, and I've seen a lot of growth in just health and like retaining my length with just using this oil, especially when I have a protective style in. So once that's sealed, I'm going to put a bonnet on and I'm going to sleep because it was like midnight. So then the next day I woke up. This makeup look, I'll put the link up here in like the little iCards because it has been live on my channel. But anyway, I had bobby pinned my twist back just to help stretch them a little bit. And it is about 80% dry now. Again, I did go to sleep and wake up, so this is the next day. I'm just going to take down those flat twists and we're going to proceed to style our hair. So for our styler, I'm using the Camille Rose Natural Almond Dry Twisting Butter. It has sweet almond milk and honey in it. This butter is super thick, but it leaves your hair super defined and shiny. And again, this smells like cupcakes. Their whole line smells like cupcakes, which I love. And that just shows you how thick it is. It's not falling out the tube. It's one of my favorite styling products, but I have to be careful when I use it because, again, I do have fine strands and sometimes thick products can be too heavy for my hair. So I'm going to start in the back. I'm taking a very small section and I'm just going to braid it down the regular 3-strand braiding. When I get to about an inch left, I 2-strand twist it, coil it around my fingers, and that way the braid is set. It'll have nice curly ends. I do small braids the first day because I feel like that really sets in the definition for my hair. And then as the week goes on, if I feel like I need to braid it, I do chunky braids. So here I am again, taking a small piece, a little bit of product, because mind you, we already have our leave-in in and it's already sealed with oil. So this is really just for styling. I separate it into 3 sections and I proceed to braid. I braid all the way down to the end until I have about a 1/2 inch of hair left. And then I will 2-strand twist it. And then I will coil it around my finger. And once it curls up, I know my hair is moisturized and I'm all set. Okay, so I have just been taking sporadic sections until now. With the way my hair is, I always take the front section and I do that one last. I have a different texture up here. This is mostly where my 4A hair is. So I split this into 3 parts. The first piece I'll take and it'll go down into my face. That way when I take my braids out in the morning, the hair will be in my face kind of like a bang, and that's just the way I like to wear my hair. You could part it on the side or do whatever you'd like. So I'm going to part one down to the front, and then the other 2 will also be going down towards my face. And that's just the way I separate my hair. Again, you could do what you like, but you'll see in the end, I like the way it frames my face. So my hair is done. I always feel like I look like Little Bow Wow when I have braids in. But I'm just showing y'all my curly coily ends. That is how you know your hair is healthy. You don't need to trim anything because there's no fraying edges or just edges that don't curl back up. So I went back to sleep again because it was the end of that day. And now it's the next day and I'm going to take my hair out. So I believe it's Sunday. I started on Friday. I'm using some unrefined coconut oil to take my hair out. Using any kind of oil to take your hair out really just helps there be less frizz. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really just unraveling. I'm going to undo the 2-strand twist and then unbraid it, braid by braid, taking my time. I don't really mind frizz, but on the first day, I really love to have definition, so I do like to take my time. And I'm just going to take out all the hair, and then we will separate and fluff. And by the way, this makeup look is already live on my channel. I'll link it up in the iCards and also down below in my bio along with the other makeup look. While you're at it, you know, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's the red button below the video. It's free to do. If you haven't done it already, you're tripping because my babes are bomb. So just go ahead and subscribe, join the family, and we're gonna keep pushing. I'm so close to 1,000, and that's kind of small, but it's so exciting to me because like y'all like me. But yeah, so I'm still just taking out the hair. Since we did do them small, it takes a little longer, but again, I only do it for the first day. After this, I do really chunky braids throughout the week. I was just showing you my definition in that other clip, but you can clearly see it here. The mixture of that moisture milk and the almond joy twisting butter is just amazing. Just look at the shine and definition that that product combination brought me. So I put a little bit more oil on my hands, honestly just a tad, and I'm just going to start pulling at my roots. So I like to use my finger more than I do a pick because I just feel like I have more control. So I'm lifting at my roots just to bring volume to my hair. I like to lift before I separate because again, for the first day, I try to minimize the frizz as much as possible. And then I start to separate. It's pretty easy to separate because the pieces are kind of already separated since we braided. So I'm just taking random pieces, separating them more where they naturally separate. And that's it. I'm not creating any frizz. I'm not taking them apart where they're not supposed to be going apart. I'm just going to separate my fingers where they're naturally meant to separate. So honestly, getting your hair to look exactly how you want just comes with a lot of separating and fluffing. That's all you want to do. I'm pulling my bangs in the direction I want them to go. I'm going to lift at the roots some more, and I'm still going to keep separating until I get exactly what I want. That's all you have to do, so do it until you love it. And there we go. Here is my defined first day hair. I really love the braid out. Like I said, this is my go-to. If you guys like this, definitely give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, and I'll definitely make more styling videos. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.